Yup.
Oh, Narmaya kind of saucy. Ugh.
There's some kind of stuff you can do.
Look at the damage.
No, that's a lot of damage.
Yep.
Oh man, we found an elusive Narm senpai. I always say I never see Vasaraga senpais or Narm senpais out here.
She's had a rough time.
Damn, she's so cool though.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She's better now. She's decent. She's a good mature character. She wants to be.
So what kind of characters does she do well against, and what kind of characters does she not do well against?
She sucks against Belials
Right.
because her pressure doesn't exist against that character. First of all, she sucks against because normals. She also sucks against. I mean, those are like the three main ones. Basaraga, people say she sucks against. I think it's even. Some people say it's in our favor. It goes either way. She used to be good against shadows. Now she goes even against them. Oh, against most of them. Yeah.
You said who was the
Most
last
of
one?
them. She goes even with most of the shadows.
Oh, okay.
She can beat I mean, the Charlotta matchup is argued against. I think Nar might win it a bit. Some people say that it's even, but she has a lot of even matchups. She doesn't have any matchups she outright wins. In my honest opinion. She has all the tools she needs, right? I mean, she has like an anti-safe jump tool. She has a DP. She got good poke. She's got good pressure. She doesn't have a fireball. Don't let anyone tell you that. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It doesn't exist. I don't care if that's a fireball icon. It's not a fireball.
Okay.
It's not real. UL says otherwise, okay? It's not a fireball. Don't let anyone tell you.
Oh god, UL says otherwise?
Yeah. As you know, Narmaya is a stance character. She has two stances. So, her stances are, well, usually most of the time we go off by their Japanese names, right? So her English versions are Dawnfly, which is her sheet stance, and then Freeflutter, which is her sword out stance. What we usually go off by is the Japanese versions, which is Genji, which is her sword in stance. So you can think of Genji in Overwatch, how his idle animation looks like. That's how I usually go off by. And then Kagura would be her sword out stance. So the general idea is that Genji stance essentially is your poke stance. It's your neutral stance. It's the one when you use it kind of like your poke, your neutral. That's why it's really good for. Her Kagura stance, second stance, is really good for pressure, getting in, has a lot of more better approach tools, I guess we'll say. So she has good pokes that with her dash can get really good confirms off of. And then her Kagura stance is her pressure tool. It's also how she can get a little starters off of, right? With 236H. Welcome to Narmaya 101. We'll start from the beginning.
Alright. Much
I'll
excitement.
show you a visual example from most things that Narmaya can and cannot do. Okay, so Narmaya 101. So, yes, two stances. Genji, the one you start off with. Kagura, this is the one with the sword out.
Such a nice
So,
sword.
how transition works? Obviously, it's plus 5U, right? You can switch between stances smoothly. Now, then you can apply to that is that you can pretty much do a stance switch from any action, right? So, for example, she does a jab, you get that ping symbol. That means you switch stances. I mean, you can do it off essentially every throw. If you do it off this, backdash, flat dodge, roll, do it too well, you need a special, everything, right? Now, when it comes to specials, in Genji stance, you have three, essentially. You have your Setsuno, which is fireball in quotation marks, but this is your poke tool, right? Some you can do poke from long ranges, but it's also used to try and contest fireballs with. So, for Light Setsuno, if you're a Final Person player, you will never use Light Sensor in your life. If you do this to them, you are arguably just disrespecting them as a player.
Percy?
Because they can punish you for this for free. Yes, Percy. they get a free power 5H on block.
Nice.
They don't need to cross over. They don't need to block. They just block. Okay, I blocked it. Free power 5H punish. All right. So this is minus 14 or minus 12. Yeah, minus 12 on block.
Gotcha.
But it's pretty good poke though. Up close, on hit, on hit.
Oh, on hit, sorry.
I appreciate if you didn't block. So up close at certain ranges, you'll get a soft knockdown, right? So you can try and get some Oki off of it. A medium. So the thing is that with light Setsuna, you have a lot of recovery, right?
Yeah.
That's if someone rolls through you, they get a free punish. So that's something you have to take into account. But this is where your second version comes in, your medium version. Your medium version essentially is just light Setsuna, but has a bit more startup time. The longer you hold M when doing the input, the longer the delay until it comes out, right? So you can use this to mess up your timing a little bit to screw up. So if your opponent rolls, then we put in counter hit state. So for example, I want you to jump and then roll at me.
Want me to
Just jump and then roll.
Oh.
Yeah, counter hit. That's what counter hit does for you. So before it used to be a wall break, but now they changed it, right?
Yeah.
So off counter hit, try and do it again. I didn't suck. 1 second. Try again. Yeah, let's suck. Try again. Essentially, you pretty much get a free punch where you can do anything you want. So one example, try again. Let's see if I'm lucky here.
Oh.
Well. So you have different kind of options. So off of you can do even from long ranges, you can do dash to slash, which is a free punish, or huge damage. So that's what you can do. There is something else you can do with that, the dash follow up, which I'll explain later. But we'll talk about heavy Setsuna now. Heavy Setsuna is just like Setsuna, but better in every single way. It's +2 in block. It's a knockdown on hit. Really fast. It's good. It's strong. It's a really strong. It's what makes Setsuna good, essentially. This is hands down a really good bug. Obviously, it puts you on cooldown. If you do the special easy input, the cooldown's longer, right? For most characters. Not much to say after that, outside of that.
Gotcha.
We'll go back to normals later. So next up, we have Transient, right? Just a regular dash. The L version keeps going just a set distance, doesn't cross up your opponent. Your medium allows you to cross up your opponent, essentially, right? EX essentially is just light, but allows you to have medium properties. So it's faster, but it also crosses up your opponent at the same time, right? So that's fast startup. So you see L, CM has a little bit more startup, you have H, which is almost instant. Essentially, that's how fast the startup is. There's almost like there's a bit of startup, but it's not a lot slower. Sorry, a lot faster. Now, the thing with Transient is that during the Transient animation, as you're dashing, you have essentially all your Kagura stats, Kagura specials, right?
Gotcha.
So you have in Kagura stance, you have Moon Flip, you have Gyotsetsu, which is your slash, and then you have your parry, which is your DP. Oh, I didn't even talk about DP. Well, in Genji stance, it's just a regular DP, by the way. Don't need to worry too much about it. So Kagura stance, when it comes to this DP, no matter what version you do, is always vulnerable to lows. So that's something you want to think about. If your opponent, the thing is that, yeah, so you can't, if you use this, if your opponent lows you on your, and you do this on wake up, you lose every single time, right? Now, the thing is about this is that this essentially is an answer safe jump tool. So what I want you to do is I'm going to throw you to safe jump. I want you to do parry on wake up.
Yeah.
Just mash it out, okay?
Light.
Any parry.
Oh,
That in
nice.
itself is a safe jump. Against most DPs, I'd be safe. I got free punch. But for you, in that stance, if I do a safe jump and I come down with a normal, there's nothing I can do. It's you got a free punch.
Gotcha.
So this, for example, against Zetas I like to do pogo, you can do this. But obviously you're vulnerable to lows, right? So Zetas can just do NG jump low and then get a free counter punish shot, right? Something I have to think about. But it's a good tool. This is just a DP, right? It's a regular 9 frame DP, 9 frame startup in 1 DP and wake up, right? Nothing too special about it. This, light and medium. The initial first hit is air unblockable at the start while she's still on the ground, but as she goes up in the air, it's air unblockable. EX, air unblockable, essentially. right? EX gives you a hard knockdown, like all its EX moves. So you can do that as a combo ender instead of stupor, and then you can get safe jump off of it, right?
Gotcha.
Dagger stance. So when it comes to her specials, flip move. These are pretty good options, right? Your medium allows you to be plus on block if it crosses your opponent up, right?
Ooh.
If your opponent blocks and it's a cross up, just use the block one. Flip it. I'm plus you. Yeah?
Yeah.
If I do light and you are standing, I'm minus. You beat me out.
Okay.
If you're crouching though, oh, dragon, I'm plus.
Oh.
So something you want to take into account. If your opponent blocks it standing, you are on plus essentially. Unless it's medium flipping, it crosses up, right?
No.
That's the one situation.
Got you.
But for light, if your opponent is standing, stand blocks it, it's on your turn.
Got you.
Unless you want to be an idiot and just do this, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, that's our ground version flip. Next up, we have our lights. So I just want to use block one. This
Whoa.
is technically plus, technically minus. So technically, it's even essentially, right? In some situations, you have a punish. So this one, not too much to worry about, but it's a good, I guess, anti-air tool. So, for example, I want you to do 2M to me. Ready? There you go. You do stuff like that, right?
Is that
Certain situation.
what is that? TK? Are you TKing?
That was TK light flip.
Oh, let me see.
So in certain situations, say if someone wants to go particular, right, and you can jump out of it, you can do that as well, right? So even against, like, say for example, Lodiva, you know, getting grappled, it's an option you can do since you don't have DP in that stance, so you can use that to mash out. It's still risky though, right? But for example, if you're trying to do a jump out, right, so you're expecting a grab and you're trying to attack, that's an option you can do defensively to get to, I guess, handle against throw.
Gotcha. So I gotta
That's also
practice
defensive.
TK.
Yeah. So the thing is, when it comes to TK flip, don't do the tech input. Just do easy. Every norm does it. No, God, Flash down there has done easy input for TK flip.
Smart.
It's better in every way.
I'm trying
no matter how good you are technically, the easy input will always get it lower.
Oh, that's easy.
Always do it
Yeah,
faster.
that's fine.
Yeah. So medium flip, not too much to worry home about, to be honest. When you do TK anyway. Coming down though, so I want you to hold block button for this.
Gotcha.
I love stuff. You can do stuff like that.
Ooh.
You can do plus, right?
What button are you pressing before?
Or you can do a lower, and then you can have a whiff, and then you get a free clear, right? So there's all kinds of different stuff you can do off of it. But outside of that, you want to, if you're doing medium flip in the air, you want to make sure it hits as low as possible. So you're plus. If it hits in the higher end, you're minus. Right?
Gotcha.
So you don't want to be doing that. TKEX flip. This move is broken. It's godlike, love it. It's free strike throw. Except for the rebellion. You know, it's still free strike throw. So it's +2 on block. People say it's +9. That's a lie. It's only +9 if you're falling down like this. If it's TK, you're +2. Right?
Yeah.
So use whatever you have that you have a true frame advantage of. Yeah, that's mostly it. Oh, I forgot to do grounded EX flip. Grounded EX flip, EX flip. So you just do 2 and 4 on the ground. That's about +2 on block all the time, staying or crouching, right? So that's free plus right? But it's definitely not free because they can just anti-air you, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the flip is reactable. So something you can think about. But you know, I usually do stuff like this, like go like this, crossover. So they see me go one side, go the other to get hit. Or they could just use the block button, but no one does that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Okay, Flash. Good bulk tool. This used to be garbage. It's now good now. This is now -5 on block. So unless the character's name is Bellio, if you space it decently well, you're safe. You don't get a mash, but you're safe. Medium slash. -8. I mean, so light slash, you got soft knockdown, right? Well, not even soft knockdown. You just pretty much get your opponent pretty much can recover in time, but it's still technically soft knockdown. Medium, a little bit harder of a knockdown. You don't get too much Oki off of it, but it's still good nonetheless. It is a little bit more risky option, but you'll just get more damage, right? And also a bit more corner carry, so pretty good. EX flip, sorry, EX slashes. -7 on block, yeah? But it is your party center started in the corner. If you hit this, and you have other cooldowns, it leads into big damage, right? Yeah. So, situations like this. Boom, do that, right? So, that's what EX Flash is for. So, that is all her specials right now. So now we can talk about normals.
Cool.
So, we're going to start off with Genji stance.
Believe in victory.
So,
Battle 1.
I'm just going to talk about the 12 for both. They're both essentially the same, right? Around the same distance. Kagura is like a pixel bigger. Last time I checked. But they're both the same, right? 5 Ls. Engage stance. -2 on block. Not really much to write at home about. It's memed about. It's not the best, but. Sorry. It's a 6 frame button near the hilts. Like where my, I guess halfway to where my sword is. Like halfway down my my grip.
Yeah.
That's where the 6 frame is. Okay. And I think further than that, like 7 or 8. So something to think about.
Gotcha.
This is a 5 frame, near close. At the tip, it's 6. Thing is, this can be +1 if hit at the tip, right on block. So something you can think about as well.
Gotcha.
This -2 at best. So you don't get a match. You don't get a match after this on block essentially. Now the thing is that with like Lance, but unlike everyone else in the cast, our 5 Ls allow you to pretty much get an auto combo from every range, right? So from here, yeah, most characters you get far L, but you only get this, right? So close range, far range. If you just mash the L version, you'll always get an auto combo on hit or block, right? Are there any other special normals? No. Okay. So back to Genji stance. So her medium buttons are pretty good, right? Pretty good pokes. Really, actually, no, really good pokes. This is the pokes you want to be using to try and confirm off, right? Your far range.
Time's up.
It is a whip push. It's essentially a whip push tool. Your opponent fucks up, you press that button, you make them regret their life, right? It's a free, easy confirm.
Battle 2.
Now, the thing with medium poke, sorry, the thing with RM and 2M, you can only confirm. So, RM 2M, you have 2 options, right? You can do into this, which isn't much, or you can do 5M into light dash into light slap. Against distribution buff, right?
Yeah.
Same applies for 2M. I'm pretty sure you can get, no, you don't even get that. So, outside of that, if you want to get medium or heavy slashes, you have to spend your cooldown for EX dash in order to get slashes out, right?
Yeah.
So, if I confirm off 5M, whoops, well, I would be supposed to do pretty much M slash or heavy slash. That's how you confirm off it. Now, the thing with 5H is it's a lot slower. A bit slower than 5M, about 10 frames, I think. But it's a lot more rewarding to hit. It's easy to confirm off stuff. On top of that, you can do light dash into EX flashes, light dash into M slashes, right? So it's a little bit risky. It's a little bit slower, but it's a lot more rewarding, especially on the hit. So, but it's a big whip punch tool.
Gotcha.
2H for Genji stance. It's a dance here. It works, right? So it hits really mainly in front of her. Behind her, a little bit above, it's not there. They have buttons in there, so you gotta be careful about it, right?
Gotcha.
But that is where this normal comes in.
Okay.
In Kagura stance, this one goes all the way above your head. You don't get as much vertical height, but if they try and get above you or go around, sorry, get behind you, you got that button for you, right?
Gotcha.
Battle 3.
I'm mentioning everything against stance. JL? Engaging stance? This is a regular JL, right? Is in here. JM is your cross-up tool. Well, yeah, your kind of cross-up tool. It's a little shallow to hit from behind though, so, but it's there. JH, kind of like your there, right? Still really pretty good. Then you got JM, really good button. Gets really slept on. Really good air button. Can even use it to kind of grappler jump with, right? You got like a lot of range where JU.
Oh,
so JU, really good air button. That's it for Genji. Am I thinking about it? Yeah. Well, yeah, okay, that's all buttons. So, counter stance, the pressure stance. So, 2M. This is your pressure button. Outside 2L, 5L, 2M. Really good pressure buttons. This is +1 on block. The 7-frame startup. Right?
Gotcha.
Really good button. We'll be using this for your plus frames. So you can do 2M to 2M. That will beat most buttons in the game. Unless that character's name is, you guessed it, Belial. That 2L, there's not much you can do outside of 2L 5M, right? Now 5M plus 5M is a 6-frame button. Same for this stance 5M as well, right? Both 6 frames, so you can use it to trap characters like Belial. So if they do a 5-frame move, you can do 2L into 5M and get a counter hit punish off of it, and then lead into large damage, which will explain later.
Gotcha.
R5M
Time's up.
in Genji stance, it's I mean, it's there. It will whip against crouchers, right? So it's also kind of a good way to catch jump outs, because like 2M, you can technically jump out of it, right? Players can jump out of it if you do not frame trap a lot, right? So the way to beat that is that you can do 2M 5M. 5M is also 7. Part 5M is also another 7-frame move, right? So if you think 2M ain't gonna reach it, and part 5M will hit, you press this button, especially in clutch scenarios, right?
Gotcha.
FRL, I already talked about. Yeah, 2H, I already mentioned before. This is an 11-frame 2H, but it's still pretty good, right? It's behind you. Really cool stuff. You can do pretty good stuff with it. Bar 5H, it's just like it's a really active bar H button, right? So you use it kind of like as a wall button to, like, you know, press out. Be careful though, you can also still get whip punish. So
Gotcha.
obviously, yeah, be just mashing this all day. Wouldn't be using more of a bow, but, you know, kind of just something like, you know, crush buttons with. So you can think about. Well,
You were going to do close
H. So, close H is a 9-frame startup move, right? Pretty fast for a heavy move. But the way its property is, you can use this to make yourself meaty, plus if it's meaty, right? So, off that's meaty. So you can mash up it, which leads to a counter hit. 2, if you block it, I'm plus in that, right? So something you can think about, something you use in your game plan, right? There's a lot of setups you can do with close 5H,
Yeah.
to leave yourself plus, and also, you know, lead yourself to free combos.
Engage.
So next up, you have our JL. For your JL, a little bit more vertical compared to Genji. This JM is your better cross-up button, right? You know, because it actually hits behind you, right? So really good. That's in front, more behind. So this is a more it's a more solid cross-up button. Also allows you to do stuff like this. You can cancel into your crescent moon, right? So you can do stuff like this.
Oh, that's nice.
And then you can do time combos, right? JH, really good. Good for safe jumps. I like a wall light button. Really excellent jumping, right? JU, this is your air, right? You also be seeing it in Narmaya's BNB a lot, but certain situations, so like do a jump, so I can get an air for you. Oh, whoops, that's gonna kill you anyway. But yeah, in some area situation, it leads to that.
Yeah, let's try
Right.
that again.
Doesn't lead to much, can't still get, but in the quarter, you can get some good combos off of it, right?
Yeah.
So you catch your opponent jumping out, or you calling it out of it, you can do that into EX custom mood, and then lead into a free combo, right? So we can think about.
Can you demonstrate really quickly? You don't mind?
Yup.
Oh, Narmaya kind of saucy. Ugh.
There's different kind of stuff you can do.
Look at the damage.
Yep. She has. That's pretty much. No, I wouldn't say class cannon, but she pretty much, if she hits you, she will make you regret it,
Oh,
right?
yes.
So Oh, I haven't thought about use. I'm so sorry. I forgot about the sweeps. So yeah, this is your 9-frame sweep in Genji stance. In Kagura, you have your 2U sweep. Sorry, you have your other 2U. It's 7 frames, but a lot shorter, right? So off of this, you can confirm into Let Setsuno. So if you catch your opponent walking around a little bit too much, don't try and crouch. You can do that, get a quick confirm.
Yeah.
You can do it off EX technically, but it's kind of iffy. You have to be pretty close to it. Same for into slash and dash as well. So something to think about. This one, you know, it's there. It's a 7-frame sweep, right? So you can do stuff like capture me, crush block, just crush block. So you know you can do 2L 2L 2U, right? Or you can do 2L 2L 2M. There's also a thing that this is also a thing you can use for hit, so you can get stuff like that, or in this situation, in that, right?
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm gonna do. So speaking of which, to combos or conversions actually. So 5M is either you reach to light slash to light dash, or you can do EX dash into EX slash, medium slash, all kinds of stuff, right? Heavy, essentially you can do all the versions of slash here with Tietsu without spending your EX version of this, right? So you just do light dash of this and again full.
Could you demonstrate a couple of the medium for some basics?
Okay, so for medium, that's pretty much the most you can do.
EX dash into light
Right?
slash.
Yeah, that's if you don't want to spend your EX, right? Your EX. Off of EX, you can do medium slash or EX slash, right?
Yeah.
Because it has a bit more startup compared to light slash. Also, yeah, that's a change. So now we can confirm off of this. Use a recent change that we got.
Gotcha.
The thing with EX dash is that you can pretty much cancel it not only to your Kagura special moves, but you can cancel it into any of your supers, right? So, for example, off of far H from certain ranges, it becomes easier if they're crouching, right? But on hits, you can stuff with this.
Oh my god.
With these no combo. Right? So it's a good confirm you can do. The thing with SBA, there isn't much about it. It's just pretty much a bunch of I guess folks that at the closer range you are, you pretty much get an animation, which do some more damage, and you get put in different situations. But thing is with not only do you have the choice, you have two choices when you do that. You can either just do the SBA, which does the automatic follow up for you, or you can hold it, which will cancel the follow up, allowing you to continue to come. Right? I don't know if it's gonna kill you or not. You lived.
Ooh.
So you can cancel it and then extend your combo first.
Interesting.
So the one use I pretty much see it used for is as a non-counter hit anti, right?
Yeah.
It might not have too much off of non-counter hit 2H outside of confirming to EXTP, or dash into EXTP essentially, right? But if she has super on the line, which has 100 meter, near the quarter, she gets a lot of pretty much interesting conversions, counter hit or no counter hit, right?
Yeah.
So I'll show you one non-counter hit thing. You should jump in, try him. That's not me yet.
A little too high. Yeah.
I suck at this. Okay. So off of 2H, you can technically confirm off it certain ranges, but also just walk into 6 with 6H will work. It's your most damaging non-counter hit confirm, right? So in the quarter. So try it.
Whoa. Holy fuck.
Interesting jump, right? So what are we gonna do? So yeah.
Oh,
That's
so
pretty much the basic idea of. Yeah, go ahead.
if you don't have super, what kind of confirms would you get off of anti-air mid-screen?
Anti-air mid-screen, it's literally just DP. If it's counter hit, things do get interesting, but non-counter hit wise, you jump at me. Most you do is just that, right? Maybe into dash into EXTP, EX counter DP, but that's pretty much most you get at non-counter hit.
Yeah.
Counter hit wise, if you want to jump at me with a button, sorry, try again. she does get stuff like that. Try again.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright, so that's something you can do for consistency's sake. You also have close H, so you have 2H into, you know, maybe dash close H or far H, right? Close H is also, getting close H is a pretty good anti-air normal, so try jumping. If you get the single hit on this, try it. Well, it would be with a button, press a button on me.
Oh, ooh.
Right? You get stuff like that. So that's what close H can do. You can get a lot of stuff with close H in single counter hit, which I'll explain to you later. But yeah, that's something you can do. But that's the general idea of what Narmaya's counter hit anti-airs. So her basic counter hit anti-airs are like. She can also do kind of this, well, in Genji stance anyway. In Kagura stance, she has a kind of similar, but also kind of some saucy stuff. So, same thing, same situation. Non-count hit, it's just CXDP. That's all she can really do. I mean, sure, she can technically do this, and it hits, but that's about it, right?
Right.
Counter hit wise, it's stuff that she can do, right? Or you can do, what we can do. This works with the screen as well. So the general idea is do 2H cancel into light slash, right? And then you can pretty much do what you normal. Sometimes it comes up on you. I like to do 5M because consistency's sake. But you can get close H as well. So 2H into light slash, heavy, medium. You do stance switch through your slash animation, right? So that you can have your Genji stance and then you do close H or your 5M, or you can confirm off that way, right? So when it comes to her combos, they're all pretty flexible, right? You just have to understand what you have available to you and what you can do, right? So another thing you can do that Ken's been doing for a while now is that somewhere near the corner you can do something like this.
Oh, that's cool. Man, Narmaya is so saucy.
So yeah, that's all works somewhere near the corner. So you have to be near the corner in order to get the confirm, right? Now, that's the general idea for anti-airs, right? Once again, you just dance, those are her pokes, using far H, using dash or slash, that's pretty much the most about. If you don't have that, you can just do light slash, or sorry, you can do EX Setsuna, get a hard knockdown, and then, you know, run in and try to do some pressure, right?
Gotcha.
Now, pressure rise, as once again, 2L is your plus frame move in the stance. The only thing you want to be using is here in Genji stance, but you can also switch stances, right? So, an example is, say I'm in Genji stance, if I want to get the Kagura, right? I do this stance switch from the first one, and then I can do, there I can choose with 2L, or I can do 2M. So, example, I'll just let you lock this.
Okay.
Right? So, that's a frame trap, right? That's a frame trap. Sorry, whoops. That's a good confirm you can do. I was supposed to do, I should have done EX slash on that confirm there, but that's something you can do as well. So, on counter hit 2-up, you pretty much get all kinds of different stuff. You can do 2-up into 5-up. On crouching, you can do, oh sorry, no, not even crouching, even close by. So, yeah, I'm gonna time this. Okay, after the first 2-up, I just want you to mash, okay? You get that counter hit, right? Another option you can do is that off this into 5M. That's a frame trap. This will be a frame trap mainly for your 5-frame boosts, right? Up close, this range, this is going to be for your 6-frame movers, right? A thing you might want to worry about is that Alodiva at around the third range from point blank. If you do 2M 3 times, the third 2M Alodiva can sweep you and crush you, right? That's something you have to think about. Most 7-frame moves can pretty much either crush you or pretty much clash with you at certain ranges. So that's something you have to think about. So about this range, when you 2M, the next 2M afterwards will pretty much lead into a clash scenario. So it can lead to a clash scenario, or either just get crushed by like a character like Diva's 2. So that's something you want to think about. But that's just matchup specific. We'll get there when we get there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, still idea. You have EX Setsuna, you have medium Setsuna as well. To try to mix up your opponent with. Remember, it's plus 14 on block, so you have a lot of time to do whatever you want really on this. Another thing you can do, this is fake, right? Like you do this into medium Setsuna block. Your opponent can mash out of it, but if your catch opponent is lacking and you don't mash fast enough, you can counter hit, big damage, right?
Right.
Another thing is, if you do 2L into 5H, plus 5H here, beats most 6-frame moves, I believe. If you get a counter hit on the plus 5H, so after the 2L, I'd like you to press 5 up for me. So block the 2L and then mash 5 up.
Okay.
Ready?
My life.
Right? So what happened there essentially is off of plus 5H, if it's a counter hit on the first hit, you can pretty much cancel it into medium Setsuna, and then you got a combo off of that, right? Near the corner. So that's like what I think about. So if you can react in time to a counter hit scenario, to something like that, you can pretty much get a combo. If you don't, and you get a second hit, you go and do EX. Pretty much either EX, you can do dash slash, or you can do Setsuna and then continue to combo up there near the corner. So that's something you gotta think about. Counter hit 2-up. Once again, 2-up 2-up is a combo. 2-up close 5H, 2-up far H. You have 2-up 5-ups, right? Both close and far 5-up are good combos are off from counter hit 2-up. You can also just do on counter hit. You do stand switch into 2-up here. You do stand switch into far and crouching counter hit onto Kagura 2-up in 2-up into far H, right? And then you can confirm from there. So those good counter get confirmed. Counter hit for confirm this is only pretty much unless it's crouching. If it's crouching counter hit, you get close 5H. If it is standing counter hit, you either get 5M into 5M, 5M into far 5M, or 5M into 2M, and then you have to confirm from there.
Gotcha.
So that's something to think about. I forgot to mention, off of counter hit 2M here, do stand switch to close 5H at certain ranges. So after that, it's up to you whatever cooldown you have onto it. So you do dash and slash if you're in Genji stance, sets in the or into EX slashes if you're in Kagura stance outright. That's pretty much how you're going to be starting off with. That's pretty much how those are all your starters essentially. So it's either EX Setsuna near the corner, slash into EX slashes, or just EX slashes off the bat if you're in Kagura stance. Those are only starters you have outside of maybe super. You have super, you can confirm into that, and then cancel it into. Those are all your stars you have.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm
I'm sorry. Could you just demonstrate one example of each of your starters?
So yeah.
Yeah, that's all bad.
Interesting enough, right? Another situation, say for example, you get counter hit 2M into 2M again, so another option when all my cooldowns come back are whoops. But yeah, you can do into stand switch close 5H, yeah, full combo off of it, right? That's something you could do. So her neutral, what she pretty much she's playing footies. That's how pretty much how Narmaya works. She wants to be playing footies at this range. She wants to be trying to hit you with her pokes. You also have this option, right? So you can be a monkey, you can become the fireball, as the growth like to call it. So we can use this approach. This is actually a really good approach tool now. Except 5-frame characters. If they have a 5-frame normal that's restricted by proximity, then you're pretty much fucked. But there's only 2 characters in the game that do that, so you don't need to worry too much about it. So that's something you can do. Yeah, you want to be using your pokes. This is an arguable topic. You can use it in neutral. It's there. It's an option. It's really risky, especially against a opponent that knows what they're doing. But you can use it, just to check to see what they're doing. They know how to approach this. Against characters like G and such, you can use this. But once again, it's a risky option. You can get rolled. You can get jump. You can get jump. So you have to be really careful when using this button. You have to understand the risks before you press that button. But yeah, the general idea of a neutral is just using all her specials to whatever fits the situation, right? If you want to try and get in, you can start off with Genji stance, or you can use Transient, yeah, to get your Kagura actions immediately right then and there. Maybe you want to just be out here chilling, throw it out to that. It used to print Pierce, but that's not the case anymore. But it's there, it's an option. Say, for example, you're against the boss, you're at the and you're dealing with his folks, you need to try and whip punish him. If you just try and pull out armor, react in time, do EX Katana. If you knock down, you're in Kagura stance, you go right on top of him, you're pulling up your pressure, right? That's how pretty much how you want to be going about it. You want to try and get those hits, you want to try and get that hit in, you do it by being a monkey, by being Kagura stance. You can try and play footsies. That's also where she's really strong at. She has really good footsie buttons. She has this laser beam button right here. She's trying to do as well as she can. Right, so, but our general idea is she was going for whip punish, or confirm all 15 frames, right? But yeah, whip punishes are pretty much her main goal. You whip a button, you whip punish, you make them regret their life that they were ever born. That's pretty much how Narmaya works.
Alright, how about Narmaya on defense?
Defense-wise? So, you got DP in this stance, right? So, if you want to be that guy, in terms of defense buttons, she doesn't got much in Genji stance outside of DP, right? You got 5L, it's a 6-frame button at close certain ranges. So, for example, if Lance does Rekka and he doesn't do a follow-up and he tries to do a button, at certain ranges you can just match 5L, right? For certain characters. But it's there, you can try. You have 2L as well, right? But you just want to be trying to play patient. In this stance, you don't have a true DP. You have a parry. So when you get certain C jumps, you got this, right? When you have the jump tool. But you have to be careful that if your opponent is aware of it, he's pretty much going to be going for low, so he's going to be off. But you have this good 5-frame move, right? So if they're trying to do 2-12, dash back in, you use the smash shot, right?
Yeah.
Another defensive option you have, I mentioned, you have this.
Right.
It's a really good tool. People sleeping on it.
That beat grabs.
You use it to to beat outright beat grabs. Or just be careful when they're dashing in, and then you can use it, just like to have them get off of it, right? This is pretty much kind of a pretty good get off team move. It's risky, but it's there. What else is there? I mean, you could do this, get out of the corner. It's a meme, but
dash out. Are we about to dash out?
Sometimes it works.
You're gonna dash out, aren't you?
Yeah, dash out. Yeah, the Dawnfly, that's what we call it. So you can thank Dawnfly for pretty much, I guess, popularizing this, but you can dash out into that, and then no blocking.
No,
it's a free combo.
What you gonna do after you dash out? What do you press?
I do 236H as if I'm still facing P on P2 side, right? So I can do this. Boom.
Okay.
And then EX slash is free combo, but there's the block button. It's also thing you want to watch out for is that I want you to try and do 5M into EX slash into dash, but make sure it crosses up.
Okay. It said 5M.
So Genji 5M, I want you to do EX slash into EX dash, but I want you to try and cross up. You can also do just do 214, 214, right? That was actually a lot more consistent than I can do.
Okay.
Something to work about, right? So dash itself is vulnerable during counter hit state during that entire time. So there are certain ways for different characters to outright just block everything you do. So for example, Machera, she can do, I think it's 2H or 1H, which pretty much blocks all her options essentially. If you aren't doing EX slashes before her startup, essentially, you pretty much get fucked up. So if you're trying to do a cross up, they can time it so it beats flip, beats EX slash, beats just doing it raw. Oh, sorry, just doing an empty dash, right? So that's what we think about. Another option you can do that players that you have to watch out for. Players can just a neutral jump, which will beat all of their options, right? So if you try and do a cross up dash and slash, they can just neutral jump when they see it, and they beat pretty much most of your options. If you do empty dash though, right, you could have enough time, especially in the corner, to get a counter hit anti-air or just a regular anti-air and then get a full combo. Something to think about.
Now, are you safe on cross up?
No.
No.
You are in counter hit state. You are vulnerable. from start to finish. So it's a risk.
Not safe
that you're just trying to cross up, right?
Gotcha.
So, but it's also the fear of what Narmaya can do, that some players, they just want to block it out, right?
Yeah.
Blocking out is not too much of a risk, but it is what it is. But yeah, if you just, you don't want to respect that, you do like a close 5H, a 5M, a 5L, and then you get counter hit, boom, you can do a combo off of that, right?
Yeah.
So, you gotta be careful about that.
So, how about, you showed us some frame traps. What about Oki and like safe jump?
So, make safe jumps. That's gonna be your DP. That's gonna be essentially your DPs, your supers, pretty much any EX move, even your sleeps, right? So, general idea for this would be, oh wow, I just said we got DP. The idea is you do a 2L to time it up, and then you hold up, and then you do your JH. Or JL,
either
JL,
stance?
whatever. On either stance, right?
Okay.
So, another thing you can do is, in terms of mid screen, there isn't too much Oki. Off of single hits. I mean, outside like maybe light slash, you can do a dash into 2M at certain ranges. Same for medium slash, right? But that's as much as you can do without, if they're trying to mash, but then there's DP, and you don't have safe jumps. You don't have anything safe against that. But, for example, you want to end with a sweep, right? You do spot dodge, and then that's a safe jump. So spot dodge and hold, that's all my times safe jump as well.
Okay.
You also have safe jabs as well, which for me, I mainly time most of them. So you can use that, to be safe, more safe against other, specific DPs. So for example, Narmaya himself, use that to be safe jab. You don't know what stance is, but you can probably keep track just by looking at the icons on the top right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have safe jabs I could use as well. Off of throw, you have multiple options, right? Off throw, you just hold up, safe jump. So safe jump.
Gotcha.
You can also do M to low, but you lose the fuzzy match, similar to what. Also off throw, you have far H, so close H, which can be meaty, which will make you plus, right? So that's an option you can do. Of course, it's not safe against block, so something you gotta think about.
Yeah.
But that's plus and block, right?
Yeah.
So you can't mash on the second 2H. Oh, sorry, second close 5H. And then just full combo. And you get saved up. Right? So, something you have to be, something, it's a tool you can use. You have different versions of it. You do roll into this to, try and be a little bit more, I guess, unpredictable, per se, or more, I forgot the word it is. Help me out here.
Sneaky?
Conspicuous,
I
think is the word? Yeah. So, you do this into 2L, right? Which will be DPs, right? These are the safe jab. Or you can do roll into 5H, which is meaty, S plus. It's also big damage and counter hit if you catch your opponent bashing. So, really good option that you have here. You also have, you can do other kind of cool stuff. You can just do, if you time it properly. I haven't found any hard times for it. It could be wrong here, but you do roll into maybe TK flip to catch throws, right? Now, think about TK flip. I haven't mentioned yet, but on counter hit, TK flip, you can actually get a lot of cool stuff over, right? So, I'm going to do a 2L on you, and you're going to block it, and then you go ahead and bash the throw right afterwards.
Okay.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
This can also, if your opponent's bashing, you use it as well. As a TK is like, I don't like a no-kill option. It beats characters like Bubs, for example, where, same example, they're trying to do command grab or wake up. You're airborne, so it'll end up with it on you, and then you can pretty much, combo off of it. But for example, off TK flip, for example, so say your opponent is bashing grab, either a wake up or they're expecting a throw. You get pretty much full combo. You also get confirmed this off mid stream. about here ought to do it. Yeah. Ooh, that was pretty. You ought to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can pretty much off of counter hit to TK flip, you can get pretty cool conversions off of.
Player one.
But yeah, in terms of pressure, I mean, you have 5 HBD, you have your 2 Ls.
Oh yeah, let's see some.
You have 2 L safe jumps. You have your safe jabs. Those are like more practical ones. You can also use this technically for Oki in some situations, like off this. Another thing you can do off of sweep is that I haven't done this in a hot minute, so you have to forgive me. I'm gonna probably fuck this up, but off of sweep on a knockdown, you can pretty much make yourself conspicuous with your flip into your dash into flip, so you can pretty much make yourself cross over, what would you say, one side or the other. Also to make it media, I think.
Oh, that's sneaky.
So you do that to pretty much make yourself cross up. I haven't done this in a hot minute, so you have to forgive me in this one here.
It's fine. Huh?
So we can do, right? Oh, there is another setup that you can do. I haven't done this in a minute, but let me see if this will do
look
it.
at these setups and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else? Some tips for the Narm players out there starting out?
I mean, try to make use of this, especially on counter hit stuff. It's a good option to use, especially if you although it probably can just jump as well, so it pretty much beats both options a little bit, except if it's auto. But raw, you have to be a little bit careful with. But just make sure you're comfortable with this. Situation arise, you can pretty much confirm it from any range. Get used to your counter hit confirms. Being able to confirm off pretty much every single hit. Being able to confirm with this character is pretty hard. It's really useful. So, also understand your spacing both yourself, obviously, and your enemy characters. So just basic fundamentals, able to with push and stuff. Also, remember, just like understand the situation you're in and try to make use of both tools as much as possible. Right? You don't only have to do this and switch stances. You have backdash as well. Right, so just understand the situation. Well, understand the situation in that for certain matchups, for example, you don't want to end up being in the stance if you get knocked out, or you just have to say goodbye to. There's not much you can do. You have no DP, right? But in the stance, you do, right? So don't be doing stuff like this unless you know for sure that you hit because if they block it, they get knocked down. You're in the stance, you're pretty much fucked, right? So yeah, practice your confirms, practice your combos. Try to remember that, I guess you just try to be fluid with the character as much as possible, understanding you pretty much want to make it where it feels like the character has all 6 skills at once, right? You don't want to make it feel like you have one stance and the other. So that's what would separate a good Narm player from an average one. So be able to have access to all your tools at once, being able to know what you need at what time, right? So but yeah, there's also another thing that I guess How is the only one I used to use, but you can make use of this, right? So for example, in some situations when you're dashing, when you're dashing, you have some time before you're able to block, right? If you do stand switch to the dash animation and hold the block button, you can pretty much, it's not that much of a difference, but it's there. And there's just a couple more frames, a couple less frames you have to take during this animation before you're able to block, right? So you can do this and that, right? Some you can do, but it's there. It's an option. I talk about everything. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright.
This button doesn't exist. It's there, but it doesn't exist. You don't have a 5L. You do have a kind of 5L here now, but outside of that, that's pretty much it for Narmaya that I can think of right now, on the top of my head.
Okay, well, tell the people who you are, where they can find you.
They cannot find me anywhere because I'll be too busy in FF14.
Oh yeah, I
Play
see
some
Nick
Final
Hogg
Fantasy.
Enjoyer, I could tell, yeah.
Yes. So I am actually a Final Fantasy 14 player because I do not play this game anymore. I'm retired. It's Reminiscent, so capital R-E-M-I-N-S-C-E-N-T, right? Reminiscent. So that you know, to reminisce. Yeah, you just find me at APC. If you have any questions, you can talk to the kind of dark players. Yeah, people like Kagura in there. Howie, if whenever he's awake, you know, you can talk to them as well. We may not seem like much, but we're also there to help you have any questions. Not only for our players, but for everyone in general. You know, come to an APC, so that'll be under. Come through. No, say hi. We're really welcoming. You know,
Very nice
that
community.
toxic. So, you know, we're pretty chill. We love our game. We try to do what's best. So the game's pretty good. You know, the echo can sometimes, you know, be a bit of a pain, but it's, you know, we're doing what we can. We enjoy ourselves. The game is amazingly fun to play, especially offline. So, you know, it's great. You know, get some friends together. It's a good time. Outside of that, that's pretty much it. Also, CAG is broken. Nerf CAG.
Yeah, I got you on that. Oh yeah.
Outside of that, that's pretty much all I have to say.
Alright, bro, I appreciate you. I'm making sure we get out there and scrub it up until I learn something, then I'll ask some more questions if I hit a wall or something.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
Oh, you will.
I will.
You will.
I will.
You will. With this character, you 100% will.
Yeah.
What up?
Tool.
We've also
Tool
have,
make
like,
you,
guest
will
appearance
bully
from
you-
Tool.
bully you into shape.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course, Tool likes to put me into shape. We'll get it though. Appreciate you. Very good teaching, and I hope other Narms learn from this as well.
Oh yeah.
Hey, but Rem, when are you going to show an example of all this in practice? AKA fight me.
Get on. Get on.
Okay,
It's
can I
Narm- That's what's
spectate?
Narm lowercase.
Let me spectate so we can get a match. Okay, let's get an example.
What's the password?
Narm all lowercase.
All right, y'all.
Narm.
We got a surprise spectate match with Tool. We love Narm gameplay around here. Narm is such a cool character. They always requesting her in chat and everything.
This man bullied him for 14 games. How dare you? I will not let this stand.
Oh yeah, this is actually version 3 now.
Curious
Oh, shit.
requesting UL. Who's the UL people
It's
out
version
here?
3 rounds.
Should we reset it?
Nah, it's fine this way. We'll do 2 sets this one.
If we could get other people on other characters to do this too, we could maybe get some more hype on the game too. So we'll see other characters. Tool's gonna do Jita.
Ooh, that reached?
Yes. Oh!
You react to those, Ralph.
Got the pressure. Gets him with the bong. EX bong.
I should probably stop watching the stream.
Oh yeah, focus down. I'm just a commentator now. The clash. Spot dodge. Ooh, this Nuetral now. Hence, you cut it with a pan. Ooh. Getting those 5 impulse.
Down in
Ooh.
that check offline.
I love that netcode. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, to confirm.
Oh, I
Drop.
hate it
Oh
here.
no.
Okay, hold on. Okay, turn off the stream. We're back to regular frames.
Battle 2. Engage.
Are you not at campus right now?
No, I'm Gambus.
Oh yes. Oh man. That TK flip. Look at the damage. Grab. It's the mix. Safe jump. Anti-air. Ooh, it's
All
in death. Yes. Love to see it.
Battle 3. Engage.
EK. EK. Anti-pokes.
Uh-uh.
Let's respect that.
Ooh, confirm.
Yeah, confirm that. Oh no! Oh, I hit that shit!
That's fire, Ren. Eat this reset.
Ooh. No. Ooh. Grab tech. Ooh, shimmy. Oh, the nasty shimmy.
Oh my goodness!
Shimmy of the gods.
Engage.
Oh,
Here.
poking down with them projectiles. Regan Leifu. EK. Anti-poke. Vegeta bonging into the corner. EX bong. Whole lot of damage. What's the Oki? Storing up. Goes for overhead. Counter hit. Overhead. Bong. And death.
Battle 5. Engage.
Whoa, I've never heard Battle 5 in my life.
Bro. Holy shit!
And this is Canada to Washington, y'all. Don't listen to that. What's the delay for y'all?
3?
3.
3? Yeah, 3.
Yeah, it's a little coast to coast. Come on, really? Oh, okay.
Oh, the clash.
That was interesting. I wasn't ready for that.
Ooh, the poke.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Dash slash.
Take those.
Ooh, the pressure.
I expect that. Expect that too.
Ooh, the cross. Oh my god.
We take those.
Hey, yo.
Rolled the wrong way.
Oh,
It's all over.
disgusting. He said it was a meme. He did it though.
I rolled the wrong way.
Oh god,
every
okay.
time.
That was amazing.
Rather, I crossed myself on the guard input.
Even victory.
The muscle memory took over.
Okay, we're gonna run first to 3. Keep the video kind of short.
Oh, I expect that. Oh,
Very
okay.
good. I'm sorry. Alright, you had that.
Oh, DP'd.
You fuck it.
EX flip. Oh man. That waifu tension right here. Oh man, look at the nooch. Oh, look at that nooch. You're in the nooch right now, kids.
Oh, the wall. I didn't believe. Expect that.
Ooh,
Okay.
the EX. No, it's not yet. DK flip.
Yeah, but if I did, yeah, no, if I did EX, I'll go full combo.
Engage.
If only you were a cat, bro.
No.
Expect
Ooh,
that.
counter bomb.
Expect that.
What are you doing?
To be honest, I was expecting a no button there. Okay, I'll take it.
Ooh, the spot dodge?
He knows the matchup. Okay. Woo.
Cool learning.
Battle 3. Engage.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know why I didn't punch that. It's one myself.
Whoa. Spot dodges the
I gotta
EX.
stop that.
The 2 L's. Pokey pokes. Don't want to catch them all. Oh!
Oh,
Dash into super
I
hold.
hate this game.
Ooh, a little too far on that. Oh, the Vegeta.
no. Was that off? Yeah, that was a far age.
That was a fire-ish. I could have gotten the confirm.
Ooh, the cross up.
That's fair.
It's counter hit.
No, I matched there. Come on.
Oh,
Flip. Goes for the grab. Late tech. Another late tech. What you got? Hot dodge. Flash.
I should have
It's
killed you.
wrong. No, flat 6.
No, I had SBA or SBA.
Goes for cross up. Grab. Ooh.
Oh, matcher. Okay.
Mashing out the bomb.
I'm greedy.
Alright, we got 1-1.
Oh,
Okay, last game.
okay. Last one. Last one.
I understand why this is not 3 out of 5.
This game is not normally 3 out of 5.
Oh fuck.
Oh, that's been cool.
This is our special 3-round waifu war. Vegeta versus Narmaya. This Nuetral right now. Thicker than waifu thighs.
Nice. This sucks.
EX frying pan into combo. What's the Oki? Ooh, gets caught with the
Jumped on
DP.
accident.
Ooh, spot
Why?
dodge. The EX flip. Ooh. Counter grab. Ooh. Ooh. Counter hit into grab. What's the Oki? DP.
You monkey.
This Nooch. One hit'll do it for either player. Ooh, hits him with the cross up slashes. Just do it.
I'm an idiot. Okay.
Battle 2. Engage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Counter hit flip.
Okay, fuckable.
Right, 5 frame.
Ooh. Grab Oki. What's the Oki?
Misconfirm again.
Pokemans. Catching all of these. It's long range Nuetral right now. Love to see it. Ooh. Oh. The confirm. Oh, that was nasty.
I'm not gonna lose room. I'm sorry.
Battle 3.
Believe in victory.
Oh, I hate this game. I mean, I'll take it. Not complaining. Nice.
You jumped
Can't
it?
get shit. Yeah, of course I'm.
Nice. I'm dead.
No, I don't have shit! Why? I got banned.
Oh, yeah, pan into full combo. Both players in dangerous health range. Some has the health lead. One hit for both. Grease to grab. Oh, I guess the.
You did too well!
Grab the whole. Alright.
Alright,
And the Narm takes it. Alright, y'all.
This man's popping off. Alright, he gets the streamer set today.
Streamer set for the Narm. Y'all.
I think we're even. I think we're even in sets.
No, it's still in your favor, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it still is, but I haven't played in
This
months.
motherfucker been counting.
Oh gosh, this is outside of what we're just seeing now. But yes, thank both players for giving us a good demonstration of Jita. Y'all could look forward to the Tool Jita video coming at some point.
Yeah, Tool can bull you next.
Game's fun, guys. I love this game.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, I need a vent now.
Can I get everybody to cringe with me real quick? Just the end of the video. Everybody gets love and peace. Okay. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Love and peace. Nice. Good job, team.